Hi, so let's get started with GiveWP setup. Very important features in this WordPress non-profit website building on WordPress for NGO and charity. So you will have lots of options like campaigns, donations, donors management, reports, settings, okay, tools, setups, all these things. So I want to cover basically number 9 part, okay, donation setup with GiveWP in detail. So if you have not yet watched this part that I have covered, I highly recommend you watch them. This video is already in public, these two videos, okay. So I recommend them, you should watch first so that you can understand better, okay. So now let's get started with GiveWP reports first. So once you click on this report, you will have this report in detail. You can view the detail in detail. Now first, in this top bar you can select any date you want, okay, from and to date. Then range, you will have day, week, month, year, all time, okay, whatever you want you can select it. Now from this gear icon you can change the currency. And now in this overview, if you see, this is beautiful charts you will have with how much total revenue you have received, then average donation, number of donors, refunds, then breakdown, you will have daily breakdowns with donors, donation, refunds and net. Then you will have the pie chart, column chart and diagram for payment methods, status and form performance, okay. So basically these are the methods like Stripe, PayPal, then Stripe checkout. You will have the campaign names with form performance, okay. We will have the forms, okay, like save the rainforest, homeless, support the veterans. Payment statuses, you will have completed, pending, refunds, abandoned. And under donation activity, you will have the total amount, person name, campaign name and top donors with their name, email ID, how many donations and amount, okay. So this is how you can manage and view the reports in detail with ins and outs, everything. Now the next, legacy overview. This is basically the earlier view with these sections, not the modern one. Just you have different tabs like revenue, forms and donation methods, okay. These are the forms, and you have forms are basically related to the campaigns, and this is new reports, which is the modern view which I just have shown you, okay. So this is all about the reports. Now settings, very important step, stay tuned, okay, very careful. So now in this you have the different kinds of sections like general, payments, gateways, defaults, etc. And under each section you have different tabs. So for example, general, under general you have the general, currency, access control, okay, all these things. So first under general you will have the sections, success page, failed page, donors page, okay. Make sure success page should be donor confirmation, and failed page, failed one, donation failed, and donor dashboard should be donor dashboard, okay. If any mismatch is there, you select from the drop down. So all pages it will fetch correctly once you import the demo data, as I have shown you in my part 1, okay. So and these short codes, okay, it also, all these short codes like give underscore receipt and give donor dashboards, all these short codes will like already be present in this success page and donor dashboard. For example, I can show you that one too. So if I come to this page, so you no need to add additionally, okay, all pages. And from all pages, if I open this anyone like donor dashboard or donor confirmation, for example confirmation only, edit in new tab. So once it will open, you will see that already the shortcodes are present, okay. So no need to add. Now override legacy, you can enable it, and base country, whatever, wherever your NGO or non-profit based in, you can select, and state or province you select from the drop down, okay. So for the example, you can see in this donation confirmation we have already the code, okay, short code, so no need to add anything, okay. So everything done. Now our next section is currency. So currency, you select it as per your local currency or you like whatever currency available, and currency position should be before. For example, dollar sign should be before, 1000 separator, comma, decimal, full stop, number of decimal 2. Next, access control. Make sure you hit the save button, okay, each time you make any changes. Then session lifetime, for example, minimum 24 hours, maximum 1 week. If it is so the mainly the session timeline is related to the receipts without login, so the donors can get the receipt without login, okay. And the limits donation display, this is also one more feature. So you can hover on this question mark, so you will have the preview, okay, like this, to get a clear picture of it. So basically limit donations display, this is related to again for the donors, and they can get access to the history page without any active session or logged in. Email access, make sure it is enabled, and reCAPTCHA also you enable it, and you paste this hide key and secret key from Google reCAPTCHA. You create an account with this, and you will get this captcha to avoid spams, okay. So for this tutorial purpose I just make it disabled. Next, these two features just quickly I tell you. Sequential ordering, as it is you can keep, okay, not much changes with this one. Sequential ordering enabled 1 and 0. Next, beta features, this is related to the campaigns tickets, okay. So if you are organizing any campaigns like marathon, okay, and you want to sell tickets, you can enable it. This is in beta mode, okay, so you can enable or disable it. So this is how. Now let's move to our next one, which is payment gateways, okay, super important. So just follow this tutorial part. So you will have the two tabs, okay, from this enable gateways. First one is actually visual form builder, and second one we have option based form editor, okay. So you should work on both of them. First, visual form editor, you make sure test donation should be disabled, offline donation also disabled, and Stripe and PayPal should be enabled, okay. And anyone you make it in default, okay. So for example, anyone you make it default, then save changes. Next, you come to this option based editor. Here apart from this ACPA and BECS, okay, these two you can just leave blank. Remaining you should and also offline donation you avoid, okay, you just make it this one, you don't enable, okay, all these 4, and remaining these 3 you should enable, okay. First one, we have the Stripe credit card, enable it, and this one offline you just disable, and these 3 you enable, and anyone you can keep it as this one default, okay. Now we have done this one, and next under payment we have the Stripe. You click on the Stripe and make sure you connect your Stripe, because you can see it is asking here to connect your Stripe account, Stripe business, okay. If you have not yet this Stripe setup, you can set this up completely for free, and you will have under this Stripe you have all these settings. Now let me tell you, you can also take professional helps, okay. I'll put Stripe and PayPal, okay. Once you just click the link in the description, then you will be redirected this page where I mentioned Stripe and PayPal. So in this page you will have different talents available. You can just contact them, you create a free account, and you are ready to chat with them. For example, I'll do PayPal and Stripe integrations in your website, okay. So simply you open this gig in the new tab, and from here you can contact them, okay. So this is the button, message, okay, web concept. You can message him or her, and you just write your chat, and they will get the message, and you are ready to go, okay. So I'll come to this for more services later. Let's continue with this tutorial first. So now this one, in this Stripe, you first this manage account. In this manage account you should connect the Stripe. Next you have the general settings, okay. So this is the webhook URL, don't do anything, no changes are required, okay. This is webhooks. Then you have this one, collect billings details. So this option enables the billing details sections in the Stripe. You should enable this if you want. And then Stripe receipt emails, this is also very important feature, you enable both of them. Okay, now we have the credit card option. Make sure you save changes. And in this credit card you have this one, multiple fields, you select multiple fields. Okay, then you have Stripe checkouts. You mention your website, it will automatically fetch your website name. And you will have this modal Stripe elements. You make sure between modal and redirect you select this modal option. Okay, because this uses Stripe elements in pop-up model, which does not take the donor off your website, so they will stay on your website itself. Okay, modal is this one is very useful. Then background image, if you want you can select upload your own background image if you want, or else you can leave it blank. Okay, so this will appears in the header section of the Stripe checkout modal window. So any custom image you can just display over here. And these two ACP and BECS, basically these two, first ACPA mainly works with the euro, okay, currency, euro currency, and BECS it works with this one, it works with AUD, okay, Australian dollar, that is AUD. So if you fall into this region you can work, otherwise you can leave it. Now you come to this PayPal. Okay, so in this PayPal section you should connect your business PayPal and make sure you select the country, okay, where your NGO is located, and then you connect the PayPal and make sure the sandbox should not be enabled. Transaction service type should be donation, and then Venmo you enable it, powerful feature and useful. Then payment type should be auto. Okay, this payment field type should be auto, and credit card smart button only, this should enable. So all these are very important features, you should enable them except this one, okay, sandbox. Now offline you don't need to work with it. Next you come to this part, default donations. Okay, default donations, name, title, prefix. So basically in this the donor's name, do you want name, title, prefix field to appear? Okay, so you can disable it. Then title, prefix should be there. Then company, whatever you want you can enable, just read and enable or disable. Like company field you can enable or disable. Title you can select Mr., Mrs. or whatever you want, or else you can leave it blank. Then last name required or optional. Then if you enable this required, so they have to fill these details. Okay, if it is required, optional means either way. Okay, so either or they can do. Then anonymous donations, okay, you should disable this, so you should not collect any anonymous donations. Then donor comments, you can enable or disable whether you want. Okay, next we have post types. So under these post types you have this form single view, then form archives, form excerpts. Okay, so you can keep as it is. Okay, enable, and feature image you can select. Okay, you can keep it large or thumbnail size, small size, whatever you want. Next, taxonomies. Okay, so make sure you should not make any other changes. Okay, these are the useful features or options only I am telling you. Okay, so you follow this entirely so that you will have a solid base. Okay, in this under this GiveWP settings. So now default options, form categories. So basically you should enable this option. Okay, because it will crawl, Google will crawl this. And form tags also you should enable, and then save changes. Next next, terms and conditions. You should have a terms and condition page, because I told you in my first part. Let me show you the website. So this is the website where we have customized this home page, and if you scroll down we have this terms, privacy, cookies and refund. So terms means terms and conditions. Okay, so here in this section, if you come to these terms and conditions, so would you like to require that donors agree to your terms and conditions donations. Okay, if you enable this, what will happen, one terms and conditions pop up, or else some kind of panel, okay, it will enable, and they should agree, okay, to your terms and conditions. If you want, you disable it also, then agree the level you want, like agree to terms, like that you can. And this is the text, okay, you can add your own terms and conditions, this one text over here. So this is different, okay, for this is mainly for the GiveWP terms, okay, while donations, okay, and these terms and condition, this one is mainly overall our website terms and conditions, okay. So these two are different, and you should have this one, you must have, because this is overall website terms, and this one optional, okay. With GiveWP you can, if you enable, then you make sure you make the changes, okay. If disable, then no need. Next, emails. So this is also another automation feature. So basically what will happen during donation, if you want them to send receipt immediately, okay, so if you hover on this question mark, sent to the donor when their donation completes, or a pending donation is marked as complete, okay, so automatically receipt will be sent, okay. So you no need to do anything. You click on this gear icon, okay. Once you click gear icon, so you will have some additional options, okay, it will open. For example, this one, donation receipt, you should enable, you must enable it. Then email subject, donation receipt, and if you want, you can add your website name, okay, if you want. Now email message, whatever, you just leave as it is, already pre-mentioned, everything prefaced. If you want to add any additional details, then you should follow these HTML tags, okay, then you can add. Now email type, you make it HTML rather than plain one. Now email receipts, so donor email, this will be the donor email, whatever they add, okay, to the same email ID, it will be sent, okay, donor's email. Now admin emails, so you make sure you change it, save changes. Now for admin emails, whatever emails you have, okay, as an admin with WordPress, that email will be displayed over here. Next one, you have you can change it, okay, from this gear icon. Next you have email settings, email template, you can keep it as default template. Logo, you can upload your logo. Form names, Charifund emails, okay, you can add that. Contact informations, so under contact informations, you can add your email ID, custom email ID, that your NGO email, and address, you can add, okay, your address over here. Done. This much for in this under emails. And for donors email, let me tell you, you should check all these gears icon. For example, receipt I have shown you, then you have donation processing receipt, you have offline, I disabled it, email access, you can check this gear icon, okay, for the for more options. Then user registration information, very important, okay, let me click on this gear. So this is for registration information for the donors, okay. So enabled, you then email subject, password, username, password, then new user registration. Here if you want, you can add your website name, okay, or NGO name. Now message, everything fine, HTML, okay, so all done, no need to make any changes. Just if you want to add any additional details, you can add using all these shortcodes, okay. Next, licenses and advanced, then recurring donations, I'll come to these points, okay, under settings. So if you have any add-on license, you can add your license key over here for GiveWP, or else you can leave it. And upload and activate add-ons, you can upload any add-on files from those sections, okay. Now under advanced, you have this option based form editor, okay, you can if enabled, you will gain access to the legacy settings, which I don't want. Okay, option based, you can just disable this. Okay, will not affect existing forms created with option based. So we recommend moving away from legacy settings and the option based editor, as they are not compatible. So they are only suggesting to disable this. Okay, so you should disable this option. Now default GiveWP styles, so this one actually for the forms and the donation, you can just hover this, you will have the idea. So this one, this controls GiveWP default styles for legacy donation forms and other font elements. Disabling this option means that you will not need to supply your own styles. Okay, next you can enable, you can keep it. Remove data on uninstall. So if you uninstall this, all the data will be removed. It is based on your choice. If you keep yes, all your data will be removed. So again you have to set up from the beginning. If you keep it no, so it just if you reinstall, all your data will come back. Next, this one, default user role, make sure just it will be as donor. You don't select any other options. Now content filter, enable it. Script loading, head setup enabled. Give just then advanced database update disabled. Orphan donation forms disabled. GiveWP cache, you can clear the cache. Okay, just to make this form faster. And anonymous usage tracking, you disable it. Okay, no such anonymous options. Next, for the recurring donations, this is actually nothing but you should upgrade to their paid version. This is one add-on, so that you can have recurring donations. If you upgrade to their this one paid versions with this recurring, I suggest you to keep this yearly mode, so that it will be easier for you to generate that tax exemption certificate, as well as the donors also will feel comfortable to pay you yearly basis. Okay, not monthly or quarterly, half yearly like that. Okay, so this settings part done. Now tools, quickly let me tell you the tools. So if you click on these tools, you have some options, like you can export the data under CSV format, you can generate PDF, and revenue and donation status also you can select the period and then export donations. All these features you have. Import, so under import, this is opposite to export. So here you can import your own donations. If you have any CSV files for the donations, you can import that. And GiveWP settings, if you have downloaded earlier, that also you can import from here, JSON. So for example, earlier I told you just now that you simply selected that remove all the data on uninstall. So if you select yes, and previously you have downloaded the data here, that JSON file you can upload from here, so that you will get all your data back. Now the logs, under the logs you will have all the logs and activities. So we have no such, so it is showing blank. API, under API you can generate new API keys for username, and because we are using this one user ID required, so we have not yet created any user ID with and we have not yet connected our GiveWP that one account with this with this plugin. That is why it is asking the ID. Now data, under data, so here not much things to do. So here you will have this one status. If you want, you can see if it is success or any issues are there, you can view all this. Okay, database updates and recount stats. Make sure database updates always should be success. If failed, means there is something wrong with your database. Recount stats, nothing to do, just if you want, you can select any action and then you can submit. So I just suggest you avoid all this. Now setup, Okay, so under setup, so here just connect Stripe and PayPal. You should have already connected, so these options will not display again. So nothing much here. And under add-ons, you will have some add-ons. I will put the links for those add-ons. Okay, from there you can, if you want, you can easily upgrade with discounts. Okay, whatever available. So till now I have covered report, settings, tools, okay, then setup part. So I have covered these settings in detail. Now the remaining part, important part with this one, campaign categories, donation, donors and tags. Okay, so let's begin with this one, campaign. So there are no campaigns, so you should create with this create campaign. So here you should make you should add your title, then campaign's description, and you can add one image. Then if you click this continue button, so your campaign will be created. So I'm just creating one campaign, for example, marathon Arizona. Okay, for example, just I'm giving this. Okay, the campaign must have a title. So this is a title. Yeah, so we are adding this. For example, this is for the corporate. Okay, corporate marathon. Then just you add some details about this. Copy paste title, and then age, you just adding the age, for example 30 to 40. Okay, and both male and female. Okay, so just little descriptions, you should add more details. Okay, tutorial purpose, I just added in brief. Now cover image, you should add one image. Randomly I'll select one. Okay, for example this image, let me select this one, and then if you click with continue, so now here it will ask you how would you like to set your goal, like amount raised, then number of donations or number of donors. Okay, let me explain you. So this amount raised, what will happen, your goal progresses is measured by total amount of funds raised. Example 500 of 1000 raised. Okay, it will display like this. If you want number of donations, like your goal progressed is measured by number of donation. Example 1 out of 5 donations, and this is 10 out of 50 donors have given. Okay, number of donors. So whatever option you like, you select one. Then how many donors you should mention. You should have a target of number of donors for your campaign. For example 10 donors. Okay, now continue. And then you have this one. If you come to this section, we have our campaign. We should have our campaign created. You can see the campaign has been created. Okay, so this is the detail page over here, like Marathon Arizona for the corporate, and you will have the overview, then settings and the forms. Okay, so you can edit the campaign page if you want to add more details or something. Then setting, in this you can just primarily these are the details, campaign details, then the goals and the theme. If you want, you can click on the edit, so you can set new colors. Your brand colors you can add over here. If you are not able to find any specific colors from these sections, what you can do, you can click over here in this, so you can add your color code. If you have hex code, you can add, or RBG, HSL or hex, whatever you have, you can edit. Then preferred secondary color, similarly secondary color also you can set. Now under these forms, you have only one form that I have that one I have created. So this one status is published and revenue 0, because we have not received any revenue, just tutorial purpose. So you can duplicate, copy the short code if you want, and you can view and you can edit also. So if I click edit in new tab, so that detail form will open. Okay, the form in detail view it will open, so from there you can edit the form as well. So let it gets opened now. So this campaign part is done. Okay, now next categories. Yeah, so you can see this form has opened, and here this is the donation form. If you want, you can customize the name, okay, from this donation form, because this is rather than just mentioning donation forms you will be confused, so you can mention it our this one with our campaign name. Okay, Arizona Marathon, this one Arizona Marathon form. Okay, make sure you add the form, and the donation amount you have, make sure you just keep you can view these form styles, and the right hand side you will have this multi-step, classic, or 2 panels. So these are if you select this multi-step, so by default this is multi-step. Classic, you will have classic in this view. I suggest you to keep this in multi-step. Okay, and you have the 2 panel also. Okay, so whatever you like you can just select. Next you have the headers. You should enable show headers, heading, and descriptions. You can customize, you can edit, delete, whatever you want. You can add, upload image. Then buttons, donate now. So this is the button. Okay, you can even customize this button text from here. And next step should be continue, and donate button should be donate now. Okay, so first step, if you want this donate now, you can change. Next, so this is how the forms you can customize, and here you will have the build part over here. So if you want to add some this one additional steps or additional settings if you want, okay, so they have some quick tutorial or guide. You can exit tour. Okay, so from here you can add some additional section. So we have this one, how much would you like to donate, this section. Then first name, last name, email ID. If you want to capture their country, so what you can do, for example, I am telling you, in this section you can just search for a country or additional detail. Okay, for example, we have donor phone. Okay, so this one you can drag and drop over here, so you can see we have the donor phone number, so that one also. And after that you should publish it. Again click on publish. So we have an additional section for called donor phone number, payment details, amount, frequency, and all these details. And under this plus icon you can add more details. Okay, like text field, if you want you can add phone number, like that. So this is all about the form. And under settings you have again 4 sections: title, URL, public, except if you want. This is important for the SEO feature. Okay, except you add some except. Then new user registration, send new account notification, yes. Form grid, customize from grid, just if you want you can enable in grid view if you want. Then you have the donation confirmation, you can keep as it is, and this one enable no, or redirect you don't enable. If you want you can add some details, okay, using this customize sections. Email settings, just keep it as it is. Customize email options, if you enable you can customize the templates. Okay, then new donation receipt. So lots of features actually you will have. Okay, donor receipt, if you want to customize you can customize from here also. Okay, processing receipt, that one also you can do. So you can play with all these options as I have shown you to have a very powerful donor form. Okay, so this is for this much for this one campaign. And under categories, this is all about the categories. Here not much work you have to do, so you can add new categories. You should categorize them. For example, Arizona Marathon. okay. And slag also, you just add this one in small letter, and category none, and description you should add, okay. For example, for this tutorial I'll make it blank, but you should add the description, okay. Even you can click edit and then you can add the description, and it will display over here in this description section. So make sure you add the categories. Next, tags, same thing. So you should add categories and tags for each campaigns, okay. So again, these categories and tags for related to campaigns, okay. And here these categories and tags are related to post, our blog post, okay. So don't get confused. So these tags again, categories and tags both are different, so you have to add them individually, okay. And description also you add, because these are very useful for SEO purposes. I'll keep it as blank, okay. Now the donations, again very important feature, donations, okay. Donation and donor, just two more steps, options are pending in this tutorial. So here you should not enable this one, okay. View test donations, don't enable. And if you click on this enter donations over here, so we don't have any kind of donations, because no donations found it is showing. This manual donation you should avoid, we don't want, okay. Next, as we don't have any data, nothing is showing over here. Now under donors, so you will have the donors details. If you have already received some donation from specific donors, so you have the donor information, how much amount given in total, okay. Then donation, latest donation type, and date created. So all these options you will have. And under these donations, you will have the options amount, payment type, created ad, donor name. You can filter with campaign status, etc. Right. So this much for today. Just let me tell you that more tutorials will come on our website, and it will be available on Udemy as well, okay. So you make sure, and all those links will be there in the description box for you, so that you can check them out. And please hit the like, so it will motivate us really. It takes lots of time and effort. And subscribe the channel. Thank you, take care, bye bye. If you have any suggestions, you comment, you can ask us. I will give you response quickly, as early as possible. Take care, bye bye.